Next rocket load's gonna be big. We have money. We have 1,500. We could actually outsource some research, but I honestly think like outsourcing research right now is kind of a waste of money. Because we're just gonna get the research as in due time anyway. I could have done that, but I'm not. Ooh, look at that. Hey, that's a nice metal supply. Well done, guys. Yeah. Go get it. Go get it. You go drones. Okay. Do you have any more gum? More gum. Do you have any more gum? The vaporators, right? Maybe along this edge. Could also do it over here too. There's nothing stopping us from doing it over here too. Might even set it up over here, as long as we can move around this area. Maybe it's not so bad. But we do the vaporators and the oxygen supply, right? But it would be on this side of the valve. So the oxygen is still being pumped this direction, but it's not being pumped that direction, and the valve would cut it off. You can be dependent when you're able to be on the unlimited resource, the vaporators. And when you have to have an emergency, or all of a sudden you're like, resources are low, we're out of water, and all your colonists are like, oh my God, we're out of water. I don't have to like set up a piping network, right? All the way up here. I just flip a switch, and now I have access to the groundwater temporarily for the time being, right? I think that's a good thing. This is also gonna be more challenging because we don't have the research that brings that fuel requirement down to 80. So now we're really having to pump fuel constantly. 25 machine parts. Fine. I like how this stopped. We killed the power on this, and it stopped with this out. So cool. This is based on a real-world concept design. People invented this design as sort of like this outward spinning lint roller thing to work to gather up the regolith that's on the moon. Because of the extremely low gravity, you'd be able to roll it out.
Sector scan.
You'd be able to rotate it and roll it out onto the ground, and then pull it back, and the rotation would persist. And you'd be able to gather the resources that way, which is how this thing is supposed to be working, but it's also shut down. Oh, look, the dust storm. Isn't that lovely? Bring it on. We're ready. Let's go ahead and just shut this off. Nah, we'll leave it running because it's still here. When it gets all the way to like 99, 100%, then I'll shut it off. Delay the repairs. If you shut this off right now, it will continue to deteriorate all the way to 100 without working. I'd rather it work all the way to 100 and then shut it off. So that way, while it's off, it's not deteriorating any more than it already is. So a little bit of management there. Can you just imagine? Can you imagine? Just imagine being on Mars, guys. I know it's not like necessarily the most exciting thing for some of you, but just to know that you're standing on a place that, like that far from home, a completely different world. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, but like if it was real. Elon Musk wants to send...
Breakthrough discovered.
Elon Musk wants to send people, first crewed mission to Mars. He wants to send them in 2024. That's not that long. We're talking half a decade, guys. My wife and I eventually want to have a second kid. We could like, you know, go ahead and try to do that now. And my kid wouldn't even be in school yet before Elon's putting people and training them and putting them on a rocket and sending them to Mars. That's not that long. I look at it as a blank canvas. It's the next age of pioneering expansion. It's something special, man. It's something special. I'm just like, it's not even happening yet, and I'm in awe about the fact that I'm gonna be like alive during the time where we go to another planet, you know? Not just a moon, a completely different planet. Like, and not just go, like, probe, but people on the ground. I'll be able to see that. People will take pictures, like real pictures, selfies on Mars. Who's gonna take the first selfie on Mars? Imagine that. You are immortalized. Internet immortalization forever. I was the first person to take a selfie on Mars. Like, GG. Yep, same resources as before. Okay. So what we did before is we took this and then we drew these tunnels. We did these pipes all the way out here to get here, right? We should use a tunnel. We should use a tunnel. If we use a tunnel, we don't need to maintain all those pipes, all the power cables, all that metal, right? Think about it. Yeah, think about that. How much metal did it take to draw power lines all the way out there and pipes all the way out there? I bet the metal that took was at least 30. At least 30, if not more. It only takes 20 metal to make a tunnel. For 80 concrete, which we have plenty of, and the machine parts, which admittedly is a shitty expense, but at that expense, we can then have both of these metal deposits, an additional groundwater supply, which means more fuel, and have another dome. Can we put this dome anywhere where it doesn't cover up the water? Yeah, we can put it right here. Closer, mind you, to the base. So, this could be our second dome. Right here. Second dome could be here. We have the water there, connected to the dome, dome connected to the tunnel, tunnel all the way down to this base. The tunnel could be right here. Right? Doesn't even have to be very close by. If we put the tunnel like this, even like right here, and the polymers can be here, right? So we put the tunnel like right here. Can we get it there? Is it too far away? It's not. It can be right here. Overlaps deposit. It's fine. Too far from working drone commander. That's fine. That removes the need to run power cables and pipes. All that huge chain of stuff. We don't need to maintain it anymore. Why didn't we think of this before? We could have saved that colony. We need to go back to what we had before and save that colony. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it with this playthrough. But like seriously, that's writing this down. Top 5 tips. The only thing that makes this like the cost of it, right? It's 30 machine parts. But if you think about 30 machine parts, we're talking $500 million. I can bring 60 with the amount of money I have right now. I can bring 60 machine parts. I can bring 60 machine parts. I'm gonna bring 45. Then I'm gonna bring a couple of drones. I'm gonna start bringing food so that when colonists arrive, they have food. And then I'm gonna take some prefabs. I'm gonna bring a couple of moisture vaporators to start executing my plan on that. Then I think another fuel refinery. Another drone hub would be nice too. No. Save that money, right? We need the moisture vaporators. We do. That's got to be a thing. But if we save our additional money, we can then work on getting them parts for the machine parts factory. We're gonna need polymers too, so I need to bring some of those. We're gonna need them to build the different facilities in the domes. I can't see anything wrong with the plan. I'm thinking about it. I can't see anything wrong with this plan. This is really good. This is really good. Pap Top, you'd rather be the first person to drink a beer on Mars. I wonder. A person doesn't breathe necessarily when they drink, right? I mean, you do breathe through your nose if you're drinking a lot, but you don't have to. I wonder if you could... Nah, you wouldn't want to take your helmet off. It's too cold. Potentially. What if it's a day that it's not too cold? What if you're in direct sunlight and it's not too cold? Is that a thing then? I would think it's still a thing. Mars is pretty far away. You wouldn't be able to take your helmet off. But you could have like one of those... You could rig like a space beer helmet thing, right? Imagine you're just walking down the surface of Mars, all Mark Watney style, right? Cleaning off the solar panels. You got your helmet on, and there's these 2 little straws coming in the side, just... And then you got an oxygen tank, of course. Everyone's got the air. But you've also got a whole liter of your favorite beer. Just like right with you. That's pretty sweet. This has to be repaired.
Research complete. Milestone achieved.
Cryo sleep is now done, which means when we first bring our people here, there's going to be a lot of them. Carry 20 more colonists on our first rocket. One rocket, everything staffed. Brilliant. I love it. I love it. Sign me up. What's this one? Did we just get this one? Sustained workload. Doubles the performance bonus when colonists are working a heavy workload. When every citizen knows that their efficiency more or less impacts the survival chances of the entire colony, it becomes a matter of pride to work hard. We're gonna need this. I want this for us to move faster. We'll need the farms too. This is gonna work, guys. This is gonna work. Oh yes. Maintenance free power. All these wonderful metals. Look at all these wonderful metals that we didn't have to spend on pipes. We didn't have to spend it on the solar panels over and over and over again every time they get dust stormed. And we can work during the night, so look at all this luscious fuel. Oh, it's just a wonderful plan. Stirling generator, this is much better. I agree, this is much better. Rocket is landing. Right hizzy. There you go. Drones, you may want to move. It's going to be a really rough experience for you if you're going to be there. Okay, drones. These drones are like, what? There's just a rocket. What do we need? You guys are going to charge them up. Get these guys working again. Yes. We're bringing more drones. Everyone likes the drones. Drones, drones, drones. Wonderful, wonderful drones. I need to remind myself the next time this is going to get repaired, I need to stop it. 26 machine parts. Here's another question. Do we build the tunnel now? Do we build it now to make sure we have it? Or do we save the parts? Because we're gonna need to build the wind turbines and make sure we're stable and all that stuff. No, I don't think we build it now. We already know the plan. We just have the plan. We're good. Start with 4 probably, but we're gonna do a low priority on the 2 in the back. And then we'll run the power cables like this. And then the pipes will end up going this direction. So all the piping will happen back here. Our prefabs for life support, these vaporators, we're gonna need 3 of these. I have 3 of these now. I would have liked to have put them here, but it looks like I have to put them like on an angle. Do these count as extractors? Do they fling dust? Produces water from the atmosphere. Production lowered when placed near other vaporators. Oh! I'm so glad I read that. Production lowered when placed near other vaporators. Okay then. Well, what constitutes as near? Exactly. Like, what is near? I don't know what near means. Like anywhere in the circle then? I'd like to put it over here, but now we have longer pipes if we do that. Is this little overlap a problem? Is it like if this is close, if this is based inside this square or if the squares overlap? I guess, like, is it drawing moisture from this circle? So like if I have them drawing moisture from this circle like this, or this hexagon, they're technically dipping into each other's, or is it they have to be placed outside? Because this might be fine. I just don't know where I'm gonna put the third, because the third one's not gonna really fit in my plans. Could put it here. Technically that's outside, right? Is this how it works? This overlap is a problem? So it's drawing the resources from the hexagon, not okay. All right, so my base plan's not gonna work quite the same as I thought it was, but we can at least do 2 of them. If I put this, so you're saying that this is okay. This is better, right? Because it doesn't overlap. This is what you're talking about then. It was in the 2 a.m. in my country and I'm usually sleeping. Yeah, I'm usually sleeping right now too. I got a 2-year-old, man. I gotta wake up with a 2-year-old. We're gonna have breakfast in the morning. I'm gonna buy my wife breakfast. I'm gonna get my hair cut probably, because this is a freaking mess. Ugh. It's such a mess. I need to get a haircut too. This is perfect. Okay, so now where do I put the 3rd one? I guess way over here. But like, okay, now is this overlap a problem? Or is that, like, I have to like that? All right, we're gonna do it like this. This is gonna interfere with my polymer factory plans, but I think I'm putting that over here now. This might interfere with our tunnel plans. Because I kind of wanted the tunnel here. I could put it back. Oh! Ooh! I like it. What do you think? Is it too close to the vaporators? It said too close to other vaporators or too close to other structures? What does it say? Okay, and you cancel this so I can read the description of it. That's another thing that annoys me. Unless you have one available, you can't read the description of it. Produces water from the atmosphere near other vaporators. Okay, so I could just do what I wanted to do there and it'd be fine. I could actually do this then, right? Does this obstruct it? Like, for the people who know this, right? I'm asking for like logistical purposes, because this isn't near other vaporators. Nothing's in the circle, but there is like a mountain. But I don't know why the hill would interfere with a vaporator. It's air. It's not like we're sitting out above the ground or anything. This might be fine. I think I'm gonna put that there. So the system would run like this: 3 vaporators, right? Then the tunnel would be here. Just like this. Right there. Right? Or maybe even connected. Like we could straight up connect it like this. Right? Like that. Then it's already connected to the pipe. I don't have to run any extra pipe even. That's sweet. This is gonna work, guys. I'm excited. And the power cables, of course. Right? We need power cables. You always need those. We just run them along these lines. So it's nice and clean. Right? Only for the sake of making it clean. I really like the lines running underneath the pipes. I like that style. It just looks super clean that way. Now, how much power is this gonna need, right? The dome requires what for power? It sucks 15. Okay, so the dome itself is gonna take from 3 of these. 2.5 kind of because of the elevation bonus and also our efficiency upgrades. So then these vaporators, which I can't actually see the stats of without like having one available, but I'm gonna assume they take 5. So 5, 5, 5, that's another 15. So we're gonna need at least 1 more of these to keep the lights on. And then we're probably gonna want batteries. And we'll put the batteries off the back of this. The power accumulators will go right here and here. And then also here. And we do it this way, right? You wanna put your power separated from your grid. So if anything goes wrong over here, your storage is not affected. Also, you keep your storage on a very short cable, less likely to fail. Yeah, any disasters happen, you don't want like a disaster to wipe out your whole grid. If it does, at least your batteries are okay and you can fix it and have time. I think this line is too long though. You can go just 1 less like that. This is gonna work. It's gonna work. Passengers are gonna come down, we'll get the resources up. So, transport truck. Your job for the next foreseeable future is going to be taking all of these resources, we're gonna start with concrete, and bringing them all the way over here and dropping them off in the concrete storage. That's gonna be your job for the foreseeable future. Also, all the rest of the stuff. We're gonna get all this building stuff brought up there. That's what I wanna do. Get the dog on the screen, there you go. Then, Explorer is gonna just sit tight. I don't think there's really anything he can do. The rover car, however, the rover car has a different task. Rover car is gonna come all the way up here. Whoops. Temporarily, he's gonna come right here. He's gonna pack up his drones He's going to come out up there. And when he does that, they will get in range of the drone hub. The drone hub will then build. Wait, stop. I want to make sure I have the right... I wanted to have that research before we did it. Okay, yeah, we have robotics. Drone storm is done. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Forgot about that. Let's get that. We'll have an additional 2 drones from that. Should be great. And now that that's built... Oh, we need the power hooked up too. Let's get the power hooked up, guys. Transport truck. Yep, drop that off. Good. And come on down to here. And do the same now, but do it with metals. That's machine parts, not machine parts. Do it with metals, please. And drop it off right here. Cool. Once that's there, these guys will build the power line. And then all these drones will pop out and do things, and it'll be great. Dome's got 10 polymers earmarked for it. That's the important thing.
Anomaly found.
We must have the dome built. That's the requirement. If we run out of polymers for the dome, we fail. So that's got to happen. That's why we stopped the batteries. I have 3 additional polymers to help with maintaining the battery. And then I think that's kind of all I'm worried about. Oxygen is going to be a thing.
Battery low.
Where did we put the Moxie? Where was I putting the Moxie? Was I going to put it over here? I could. I could put it over here. I could put it right here. It's cold right now, but I could do that. I thought I had the Moxie being built over here, though. That's what I thought I was doing. It says, this thing says only other moisture vaporators in the area would affect it. So if I put the Moxie here, it shouldn't affect it. We'll stick it over here. You know, no, because this is a shorter cable, plus it's easier for the drones to... This is in drone command range. Yeah, and this over here is not. Yeah, okay. Moxie will go here then. Connect the pipe like that. Connect the power like that. Oh, the transport truck's out of power. So when you set up supply lines, it doesn't self-power itself. See, that's one thing I was told it would do, is it would power itself, but not accurate. Yep, not accurate. Come on up here and help him with the battery, please. Oh, come on. It's gonna have to be repaired right away.
Milestone achieved. We have an oxygen shortage.
Come
we
on.
have a water shortage.
Come
we have a power shortage.
The hell on. Repaired right away. Like, it hasn't even done anything. It's already gonna need repaired. That's just shit.
We
I bet
have a
this will
power
need
shortage.
repaired too. Probably all of these things are gonna need repaired now. Great. With all these water extractors though, we need to have fuel up here. I want to get fuel being made up here. I just can't. I have an extra refuel refinery. I'd like to put it over here where it can actually do some good. I'd like to do it about here. But I'm sure as hell not gonna do it right now. Sure as hell not gonna do it right now. Not until the cold wave is done. This stuff needs to be working, but it's not because we haven't had any maintenance. Because I need this drone hub to be working before this car can leave. Come over here and charge your battery before you die too. Razark, what happened on the first attempts? Are you coming here from YouTube? Because I don't want to spoil it for you. But the very basic summary is that we ran out of water, and I didn't have an answer for it as quickly as I should have. That's not to say that the colony would have absolutely failed. We could have sent more people up, but like everyone was going to die, so we would have lost all of our founders, and it would have been just, I don't really want to do that. Transport truck. Come on down and get me some electronics, because we're gonna need those. Stupid. We gotta repair that drone hub. Like, already have to repair it. What a terrible, terrible reality that is. Keep those here. Grab the food. All right, what's up with this? Building or need repair after it's defrosted. I hate that this happened during a cold. We should not have built during a cold wave. That was such a stupid thing. Why are we building things during cold waves? We're learning from our. That's the thing. You got to learn from your mistakes in this game. You got to learn, and like, yeah, it takes a bit to learn from mistakes. But like once you do, you know. Once you do, then you won't make mistakes anymore. Come on, tell me this is... Okay, that's done. Where's my... You, come on down here again. We need to fix this. We need to get this going. Come on down. Bring all those rovers. So now these drones can manage this area. Good. All right, what do we need here? Pipes built? Oh, you're hooked up to this, but not... Yeah. Hang on. It's not what I want you to do. Stay there. You're not actually hooked up to where I want you to hook up. No, you totally are. How is that not hooked up? Oh, it is hooked up. It's not hooked up to this because it's not built yet. Okay. Don't be dumb. Need more metals down here. Let's, instead of gathering them from down there, how about we search for them on the land a bit? Let's go ahead and grab some of these resources. Hello! How you've got tunnels at 535? At 35 souls. I'm not a genius, no. We rushed the tunnel. We rushed the tunnel. Because we start on the low ground. And, yeah. I'm gonna put my dome on the low ground. So, we rushed the tunnel to get here, basically. So we sacrifice a little bit of our expansion power and make it happen, because we start on the low ground. You can play this however you want, you can play this difficulty however you want, but I'm gonna start it on the low ground because I think that's the hardest possible start, and that's what I want to do, the hardest possible start, not just the percentage. I'm not in this for a score, so but I might beat you, because this is gonna be Tunnel Mania. Yes, we are gonna use tunnels in a very innovative way in this playthrough. A way that I think will, in the long term, save us significant resources. We're going to be using tunnels quite a bit. This right here, for example, is going to get almost all of its power and water supplied to it via a tunnel. Like, I'm not even going to bother with setting things up over here. It's just going to get all of it from over here, and we're just going to feed it all via a tunnel. It's going to be wonderful. Get as much metal as we can from the ground and bring it back. It's the best course of action for this. Want an infirmary. They need to be comfortable. They need to be comfortable. Want a... I think I'm going to give them the open air gym. No, it takes polymers to build. Can't do that. Grocer's going to be required. We're going to try not to get any alcoholics so that we don't have a drinking need. We got to manage needs as well. We want to have significant comfort in here. So I'm thinking we're going to do... like some of these. And then I also want to have, I think, 2 living quarters, which sucks, but I need to have more than 12 people, so we're gonna have another living quarters. Then we'll do the nursery, which will be here, followed by the playground. Playground takes 8 polymers. This stuff all takes concrete, which is why we're doing these buildings. It's all nothing but concrete for now. We'll save this in case I need another living quarters, but this is going to be like a small town area to start off. I don't have the polymers to support anything else. All right, let's get the passenger rocket started. We have 131 applicants, probably because of the breakthroughs we've researched. Cool. Wonder what the vegan, like, wonder what that actually creates as far as a need goes. Okay, we're not going to bring any scientists for this. We are going to bring botanists, gamer, fit. So, if you bring a gamer, you're going to create a gaming need, and I don't want that. So, I'm actually not going to bring any gamers. This person needs exercise. We got plenty of parks and stuff for you to exercise in, so welcome aboard, engineer. I need geologists. Bad. We can take 32 in our opening rocket. Jesus Christ. If I only had apartments. God, that'd be so good. I don't. Where are all the geologists? There's one. Workaholic. Well, there's plenty of places for you to relax. Wow. There's 2 geologists. Like 2 of them? Of all the applicants that are available, you're giving me 2 geologists? GG. All right, fine. We'll make do. We'll make do. Nerd. Gains a temporary morale boost every time new technology is researched. We're taking you. Gamer. Rather not bring you. Enthusiast is good. Social is okay. We have the stuff to fit that. Okay, cool. I'll bring engineers. I mean, they're not going to be working their specialty, but I'll bring them. There's a botanist. Sexy and religious. Cool. I need sexy people. You got to have the growth rate. Gotta. Especially with only 1 rocket. I need people growing. I need the population growing without me having to take them here. I'm going to bring you 2. There's going to be a lot of no specializations, which is not good, but it's what I got. I can't have geologists. So we'll take 2 medics. I think your recommendation is a sound recommendation. I think I need to open it up to more flaws. I am going to allow, then. Who do we want to allow? We can allow alcoholics. We can provide drinking if we allow alcoholics, because we have the ability to provide the drinking. It's just that their work performance is lowered. Lazy people also have that, which sucks. If I don't bring an alcoholic, though, then I don't need the bar. And the bar takes up a whole huge chunk of space. And I'd rather not have that. I can't have cowards on this map. There's too many disasters. Definitely no chronic conditions or idiots. So I'm kind of thinking lazy and alcoholic are like my only choices here. But I'd like to not bring an alcoholic. Definitely no gamblers and definitely no gluttons. Hypochondriac's not that bad. We do have the medical staff to live with it. I think it might be okay. And there's quite a few options for hypochondriacs as well. So I might go with hypochondriacs as the other one. There's also, yeah, there's 12 of them available. So that opens up 5 new doors for us. If I did that, then we have, okay, there's a geologist here. I could go for engineers, because then I can work double shifts at the polymers factory, which would be so good. To not have to bring any polymers would be so good. Have a no spec colonist negative penalty at work. Yeah, well, they don't. So, yeah, if a colonist is not working in their specialization, they're gonna have a work penalty. But, like, I'd rather have somebody with a work penalty than someone who gets progressively worse because their comfort's not being met and things like that, right? But this person here, a no specialization lazy, that's bad. Because he's going to have a work penalty and then another work penalty on top of it. It's going to stack, and I don't want that. So in general, like, lazy people are not good. But if they're working their own speciality, they're still better. A specialist that's lazy is still better than a person with no specialization working in that field. Or in the wrong specialization working in that field. I want the geologist, though. I'm taking them. Okay, 20 people. We're bringing 20. Go. All right, that means that all this stuff needs to be built, and then we need a farm right here. How close are we to researching the farm? I think we need to. We need to do this first. Then this. Then this. This whole thing, if you're just joining us, this whole thing is powered by a resource that we don't have to maintain. This whole thing is powered by a closed Stirling generator, which is really nice. But I can't have these 2 things running at the same time this is. So
Our
sometimes
initial spectrographic analysis confirmed it. Chromium. To find such a rich deposit of such a rare metal. Important was an understatement.
I think I want the engineering research. As much as I like the rare metals, it's deep. I can't use it now, but the engineering research is going to be good for a 10% bump, so I'm going to take that instead. How are we doing on... See, this tank is full, so what I could do is shut this down. I need to watch this. When the maintenance gets all the way full, I'm going to shut this down, and then I can get concrete going again. Because I don't want to open this up. It takes polymers. I'm already really, really light on polymers. I'd rather not have to maintain anything with polymers if I don't have to. This battery's full, which is like the 1 battery. I'm okay with 1 battery. This isn't full yet. So what I want to do is set up a valve. And I want to set this valve up. Not the pipe, the valve. I want to set a pipe valve up right here. It costs 1 additional metal. The idea here, though, is that once the colonists arrive, I want all of their water supply that they need to be generated by these 3. This will focus exclusively on fuel, so it gets depleted much slower. Because it's getting depleted pretty quickly when we do that. If we're at a water shortage for some reason, we can then open the valve and have this help the rest of the colony. But I want this valve to be closed. So this is now cut off.
Vehicle battery low.
Good. Actually, let's take the pipe and get to here with it for a second. Yeah, and then I want the power hooked up too. Do I want this to be self-sustaining? I think for now, we're gonna do it this way. I think for now, but we'll also have a power switch located over here. And if we want to at any time, we can cut the power. Let's do it up top instead, actually. We'll do it. It's kind of coming in at 2 different sides, isn't it? No, I think we'll do it down below. Because that way I don't have to do 2 of them. We'll do a power switch here. And at any time, if we need to power this and we have a surplus, we can then power our concrete with the stuff above. Otherwise, all this stuff will just be powered by itself. So if I turn this on, allow power to flow through here. Oh, they need machine parts for maintenance. Well, let's get them, because we're gonna need the concrete, so let's do that. So my theory now is that since we have a power surplus, because we've connected
Sector
these,
scanned.
Once these are repaired, they should start working and getting us more concrete. There we go. There we go. And this will continue to work, because now we're also powering this by this stuff up here. But if we're ever short on power, we're gonna cut that switch. We're gonna keep this stuff self-sustaining on this, so the life support stays on, and that stuff shuts down. And we can do that with just a simple switch instead of having to deal with like shutting individual machines down. So I like that too. I think that's gonna be good. I wanna have a fuel refinery up here though, so that the fuel can get like dispersed to a rocket. Because I'm probably gonna wanna land my rockets up here. Dust Storm's still active for another 5 hours. All the buildings are built. Good. Now, I have to figure out whether or not I'm meeting all their needs. The farm is gonna go here as soon as it's researched. And the farm is... we're getting there. We do have some food that can last a little bit of time. Some food is available. Progress today, I think it's gonna be fine. I have more confidence about this colony than I have the attempt number 1. Because we're managing our resources better. Last time, machine parts was killing us. This time, not that bad. We're okay. Because we were very efficient with our start. We were extremely resource efficient with our start. That's what you kind of need to be. Well, I'm gonna focus on fuel so we can get the rocket back in the air. Maybe that's not a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea because we actually don't have any money. We need to export. Is this set up? Ready to go? Oh, are you 2 metals shy? 2 metals. Okay, the transport truck. This map also kills us with metals a lot. Fuel's dropped off. Okay, let's find metals that are in the area. Take those. I need to connect the Moxie different? Why? What's wrong with the way I've connected my Moxie? There's nothing wrong with the way I've connected it, is there? Goes through here. Oh, it's because of the valve. Oh, you're totally right. It's because of that valve. Yep. Okay. Good stuff. I don't want to destroy this. I don't want to destroy that. I think it's like this. If I bypass the valve, then it will supply it that direction. Requires more metals, so we'll wait. But yeah, it's because I installed the valve. It was doing okay. The valve kind of shut down supply, didn't it? Come on, I need that metals really bad. You know what? Let's bring it. Yeah, 18. 18 is good enough for now. Let's just get this thing dropped so we can get people in here.
Sector scanned.
We got 64 hours. Gotta land them in 64 hours. That's not bad. I like how these things are just deteriorating naturally so fast inside the dome. I mean, the dome's not even turned on right now. Actually, I'd like to see
complete.
What's our power
have
grid.
A water shortage.
What's our power grid look like? Oh, the dome needs to be repaired? Already? Fine. What's our power grid look like with that turned on? Okay, we're down by 11. Okay. Turbines. I like our first start much more. Power-wise, our first start was amazing. It's a little bit unorthodox. Didn't really go as smoothly as we could have, but I think it's a better start than we had last time. Resource-wise, we have a lot more machine parts. This is what I was trying to avoid using the whole time. I did things the way I did it to save these because they're so expensive to replace.